Hey YouTube, Mark Coffman here, and today I want to talk about this Schrade. This is the Schrade SCH603Ti. Now, that is, yes, it is the 603Ti. Now, this is actually a titanium frame lock from Schrade, and this is an old knife. This thing came out in probably, I want to say 2013, 2012, and I saw this and I was like, this blade is just stupid. It's a very dumb blade. I don't know why anybody would carry that, but to be honest, it's proven itself to be very, very useful, and this is why. So when this knife came to me, I immediately found that this set of serrations were extremely sharp. And that's actually because Schrade cut these very, very steep, and it makes it almost laser beam like when you actually get across there. So these serrations just fly through almost anything and everything. And then you have a very nice flat edge here that's slightly recurved. So when you're cutting anything, it is going to first hit these serrations, and if that doesn't take care of it, this back recurve is going to do the job. And then it's going to also keep it within the blade's range because of that recurve. So it actually does a really good job. And then you have this Tanto tip here that is very, very useful. I have found this great for prying, very light whittling. I sometimes even choke up here and am able to do some scraping. And I'm able to do all that because this is actually D2. So this is one of these knives that has D2 steel in it, and it was really at the very beginning of the Chinese D2 knife craze. So at the time, this was selling for about 75 bucks. Would I buy that now? No. I actually picked this up for $35 on eBay, brand new, and I'm happy but not happy with it. So the reason why I'm not happy with it was, first, it had, well, basically nylon washers in it, and I switched those out to phosphor bronze washers. It's very smooth, opens up very, very well, but I am a slow roller with this knife only because if I fling this thing out, which I can, the lock stick on this is just atrocious. So if I were to fully flick this out and let it get really nice and locked up, I actually need a pry bar to get this open. But I will say it has a nice thunk when you do open it. And it really does lock up well. Like, even with a light opening, this thing is going nowhere. It really locks up well, and the lock stick kind of aids in that. So for me personally, it's decent there. But when it comes to the execution of the frame, that's where I really start to drop off on this. So the knife itself is very comfortable in the hand. You have some jimping here, you have some jimping back here, and it really fits the hand very nice in this wave pattern in the titanium, which is actually titanium nitride coated, which makes no sense. Why not just leave it natural titanium? But they chose to do that. Has a lot of grippiness to it. So this isn't really going anywhere in my hand. It's very, very easy to carry, easy to use, but the lock stick's horrible. And when it comes to the pocket clip, this is pretty bad. So it comes with a second pocket clip, which looks like a elongated hinderer clip, to be honest. But you can then do tip up carry, but this is where it really starts to decline. So with the tip up carry, I have found that if you switch it to this clip carry option, when you are pulling this out of your pocket, the thumb stud can get caught on your pants and open the knife. And then if that doesn't get caught, this deep channel for the spring tension on the frame lock can get caught on your pants as well. Okay, and this being all the way down here, the release point is literally right where the thumb stud is. So you're counting on this releasing right here, and it is literally right where the pocket clip is. So I am not exaggerating. This is where it is, and that's where the release point is. It's too close to here. So almost 80% of the time I pulled this out of my pocket, I was either catching the thumb stud or I was catching this relief here. So out of safety, I'm actually keeping it tipped down. Now, when it comes to tip down, I'm still running into the problem that the thumb stud here is catching the edge of my pocket, and I'm not really catching this anymore. So this is not being caught up in my pocket, but this is. So that really is where the downside is on this, is the construction of where the pocket clip is. Honestly, if the pocket clip was just tip down or tip up and it was just a nice short micro clip, sure. But the thumb studs, I think, probably should have been something similar to like a Ken Onion speed safe type of knife, where it has the what is it called, the blur, where it has the recessed directional type of thumb studs, or even just micro thumb studs, just something not as protruding as this. So for me, this knife is great. Okay, I'm going to enjoy carrying it. Hopefully I can get to review it again, but to be honest, it has some great things about it, has some bad things about it. But what I love most about it, surprisingly, are the serrations and this unique blade shape. Now, when it comes to sharpening this, I'm going to be making a video on it and see how it goes. It may end up being a complete battle, but I am going to make a video on it. I want to see how hard this is going to be, and if this is probably just not the best knife to buy when it comes to wanting to sharpen it. So, till the next one, I'll talk to you guys later. I thought you guys would enjoy this very unique Schrade. These can still be found out there for about 40-50 bucks. There's still a few out there that are for 80. I would not be spending that. So till the next one, I'll talk to you guys later.